NCAA26 season is underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Makes a move. He returns it almost to the 35. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 34-yard line. Solid work on that one. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights offense will go on the attack first. Out to run this offense, A.J. Sarace. This offense is going to be productive. He will have to play well in this one. Snap on first down, wants to throw. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Long way to go on second down. Finds a crease, it's Raymond. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play, gives this offense another first down. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Drops back on first down. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on fourth down. Fields the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Minutemen offense heads onto the field for the first time today. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This guy will sneak around, not always in the spotlight, but he is somebody you have to deal with.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number one for the squad.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The Minutemen come to the line on third and short. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. UMass getting set to snap it on first and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
In college football, you see this a ton now. And you use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
That last connection left him a little short of the first down, but in perfect spot to attack on 2nd and short. He'll throw it. Right side, it's Adkins. Could not make his way to the corner.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll move the tight end. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Rushes on, and down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Makes the grab. It's Raymond. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, and some quarterbacks just read your mail. And Palmer, it looked like he read blitz all the way and knew his answer.
Yeah, David, you could tell this guy spent a lot of time studying film leading up to this game. They knew this defense was going to try to pressure him, so you want to know where your answers are against the blitz, and he found it there, dumping it off to his back.
4 wide out set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Raymond. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback changing the play. Trying to squeak through the pile. There he goes. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Scarlet Knights pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Running to the left. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like first possession, you can tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Out wide right, it's Allen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They're going back to the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Benjamin. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace. QB making good, smart decisions and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
Looking downfield, it's Watson. Left side, it's Griffin.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. UMass will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Trying to take it back. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Takes a handoff. It's Benjamin. He's got enough. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Mitchell. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield, and he's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play, and gets the 1st down.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's Raymond. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Guys, he's already got 44 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rutgers!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the break, and Rutgers is holding the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers, and they have jumped out to an impressive start. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Watson. Oh, pressure's coming. Right side, it's Hardy. Turning it on. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Wants to throw on first. Out wide left, it's Griffin.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Second down, going to throw it. Out wide right, it's Adkins. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on second and short. From the gun. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Left side is Adkins. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll send the back in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Baldwin. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Trying to slip through and pick it up. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6. UMass just kept it on the ground to move the sticks, and they might rely on that offensive line again. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, UMass! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They want to run this quarterback. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. This time they'll throw it. Right side, it's Duff. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, I understand what the quarterback's trying to do. He's trying to get it to his playmaker out there quickly in space, but I don't think he anticipated the linebacker beelining the way he did. It was almost as if the linebacker knew where the QB was going with the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Minuteman offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Gives it. Pass to 6. Oh, he's got some space. He now has 53 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. Quick give. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll run it on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. The run inside. It's Raymond. Swamped immediately. And hold up just a second as we check on the injured player. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Rush right in his face. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right at the line. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Right back to the well. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Scarlet Knights go back to work after moving the chains through the air. From the red zone, looking for a space. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Couldn't set his feet.
And a golden opportunity slips away from the defense there. That's one he'd love to have back. He knows he should have come away with the interception there in the red zone.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them. They're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it left, looking for the end zone here. Touchdown, Rutgers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Fielded in the end zone. It's Matthews. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points, and you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the 2nd half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. UMass to the line facing 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Watson. Under pressure. And it's a sack. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Trying to get started. Can they catch him? Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute, throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. That pass is incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. Just barely enough to tuck it into that right corner. And now the lead is extended a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's going to take off. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Now over to your game in Piscataway. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big chunks of yardage. Why throw it when you've got rushing attacks like these? And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the birthplace of college football.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Scarlet Knights will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The UMass offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Back open in the middle. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
UMass quickly back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Leaves it with the back. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand it to the back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking downfield, it's Watson. Look out! Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. You can't wait for this game to be over.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now down 2 touchdowns, 24-10.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
On the return, and he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Minutemen offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to have to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Looking down the middle. The short hands. It's Griffin. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Tells the run, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Watson. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. Just not willing to take the hit. He delivers it and gets to the 27. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Churns into the pile. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
He's dropped. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. He's inside the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Minutemen! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just 1 possession away.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And they did tack on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Scarlet Knights sideline, this has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Caught over the middle. It's Hopkins. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Duff. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. He wants to throw it again. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Offense in a bunch formation. Dropping back, it's Watson. They're all over it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Faulkner. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Let's send the tight end in motion. On play action. Rushes on. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game, are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Another sack on the day. This offense has to do something different. Maybe bring in more bodies, run max protection, keep more guys in the block, only send a couple guys out to run pass patterns. You got to do something different. But bottom line, you got to protect that QB.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
The give to the left side. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Clouds is way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Scarlet Knights will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Moves the pocket. It's Watson. Fires quickly. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Caught behind the line. It's Griffin. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Sweet cut there. The Minutemen a bit behind the sticks here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll flip. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Headed into the 4th quarter, these 2 wide receivers, prolific playmakers. Here's how they've done in this one so far. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. Fires to the right. Comes down, it's Duff. They ripped off a big one and they get it down to the 27. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Straight ahead, it's Benjamin. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They've got it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just...
Late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, now they get the 1st down.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. And this junior signal caller has hardly been at his best. And when you've been around, when you're the veteran presence, you have to perform at a higher level. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. UMass comes to the line facing second and short. To throw, it's Watson. Still looking. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it here on fourth down. Looking to take a shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving the stadium with a L.
The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. After that big stop by the defense, now they can salt this thing away. Drops back on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Allen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Burrowing for yardage. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
The UMass offense returns to the field. And this quarterback has had a rough game. Big plays in the passing game have been sparse. They just haven't been able to put up many yards or points for that matter, and they also haven't taken care of the ball. Quick give. It's Faulkner. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
And they swarm him under. The Minutemen with a ton of work to do here on third down. They'll move the wide receiver. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
Talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on fourth down. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You You've got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Takes the handoff. It's Mitchell. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the single back. Brought down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They'll run him again. No gain on the play. They tried to run for it, and that defense was ready. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Minuteman offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. And so far, this has been a most frustrating performance for this junior quarterback. The passing game's really been ineffective. They just haven't been able to generate explosive plays. Throws for the tight end. Left side is Adkins. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best player.
That's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
First game of the year, you're always worried about turnovers, right? And this guy has the ultimate nightmare on his first touch of the year. Puts the ball on the ground. He's got to be able to flush that out now. You got to get ready to go play the next play.
First play of this drive. Can hold on in the face of the contact. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Second and long here. He'll set up to throw. Turns up, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Third and long right here. The snap sets up to throw. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. The Scarlet Knights will punt this one away. That leg is staying loose. Already the 5th kick of the night. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Back to throw, it's Watson. Look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. UMass quickly back to the line. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. UMass will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down, gonna throw it. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Scarlet Knights send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Searching for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at 23. UMass ready to get things started as the offense takes the field. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6. The Minutemen can explore that playbook on 2nd and short.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Going to try to get it himself. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Dropping back, it's Watson. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Griffin. And he stopped, but not before he moves the chains. Pickup of 12 on that one. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Pulls it in, it's Griffin. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Extending the play. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2. And man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. They'll try to get it through the air. They're all over him. He's going to run it. Quarterback slides, and he's got it up for the 1st down. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Fresh set of downs going up top. On the move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
UMass quickly back to the line. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this pass.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Got to make the play on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before. Ice in their veins. You saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Back to pass, it's Watson. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Looking to the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.